Well, hello, Taurus. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Taurus, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. We are going to start with some oracle cards, and then we're going to get into the tarot. So let's go ahead. Let's see what comes out here for you, Taurus. This is for Taurus. Let's see what's coming out here for you, Taurus. Let's see. Let's see. One of the first cards that's coming out is repeat, rinse and repeat. Oh boy. Okay. All right. So this is what it's saying. Let's give you a little bit benefit of the doubt. It says you run the risk of repeating the same story, whether it's setting boundaries or finding the courage to speak up for yourself. It is time to do things differently. That's all it's basically saying. Now, I already know it's going to get real juicy just based off of this card alone. But it says you run the risk, which means there's a high chance of you doing something that you don't want to do, that you promised yourself that you weren't going to do, that you wrote in your journal, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to pick up the phone. I'm not going to eat that Twinkie. I'm not, it's something like that. This is a rinse and repeat. And this is what they're trying to tell you that you're going to be experiencing because you're not setting boundaries or you're not being strong enough to say no. Okay. Now, you have another card here. You have balance. It says balance. This is really good. This is actually a really good card. Here it says balance is being restored. You're harnessing a level of self-mastery and possibly even reinventing yourself after finding your personal powers through your own struggle. You just talked about it. Literally just said it. I was like, okay, wait a minute. You got to find some power here. You got to learn how to be strong enough to resist, right? So it does look like you may be tempted. Like if you're actually really looking at what this is saying, it looks like you're going to be tempted to do something that you have set your mind and your intentions on not doing. You're going to be tempted in some area. Like I said before, for some people, this has something to do with smoking. It could have something to do with drugs. It could have something to do with someone that you've been dealing with, that type of thing. And here it's saying you are now gaining the power to say no. You're harnessing self-mastery. I've mastered that. I don't have to go backwards. All right. It's going to get, like I said, it's going to get a little bit better once we get into the reading, but it's telling you what we're about to be reading. Okay. And then the last one here is a leap of faith. This is like the Fool card. And this is what it says. Deep down, you know that the key to creating your own life, the life of your dreams, is on the other side of what you are afraid of. It won't be easy to take a leap into the unknown, but just remember the universe will catch you. You got a decision to make. Because if this is saying that this is the Fool card of new beginnings, you have to make that decision first. You get it? But why wouldn't you? Because again, it is something that's tempting you to stay in a repeated cycle. You are now on the Ferris wheel. You're going round and round. And again, the balance card is saying that's okay, even though you may be tempted. Some of you guys may hop back on that ride again, but eventually you're going to find your own voice, your own power with being able to stop something that has been a habitual habit of yours. What does that mean for you? I don't know, but we'll find out in a minute. Now let's go ahead. Let's keep going. We're going to get your other oracle here before we get into the tarot. This is going to be for Taurus. Let's see what comes out here for you, Taurus. I was only supposed to get one. Why did I do that? I don't know. Ooh, communication and magic. There it is again. I was literally just telling Sagittarius that y'all are always in your manifestation bag. Always. I don't know why that comes out of y'all read all the time. I've been telling y'all. I'm like, damn, like this is just all about manifestation for you. Communication is what's coming out. It says, speaking your truth and inviting the truth from others will eliminate guessing, miscommunications, being misinformed. Let's make sure we say that again. Speaking your truth and inviting the truth in from others will eliminate guessing, miscommunication, and being misinformed. Here it says you need to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions and let others know exactly what's on your mind in a diplomatic way. Okay. It says to let them know where you're coming from and what matters to you. But do not mislead others by being agreeable just to please them when you know within yourself you are not agreeable to this. Now, this is beautiful because this is saying, you see how we're getting this, is getting warm, right? This is saying there's about to be something that's going to happen. And you need to be able to be clear and precise about what the intent is, and they do too. Now, if we're saying that you're going to be tempted to do something, you need to make sure, even if you are tempted, you need to find what's fair to you. Talking means nothing. Yes, there's going to be someone who's going to communicate. Yes, someone wants to, gain information, or maybe you need to get closure or gain some type of information. But the thing is that this conversation is here, and I'm going to tell you it has something to do with a lover because it came out at the bottom of the deck. I can't make this more than something that it's not. It has something to do, most likely, with a lover, someone that you've been knowing, someone that you are dating, where there has been miscommunications. But it says there has been a repeated pattern. Is this healthy or unhealthy? Part of the communication also is questions to yourself. Is this healthy or is this not healthy? Is my relationship with my sister healthy? Is my relationship with my friends healthy? We're not just talking about lovers, but I'm just saying we have to keep it general. We have to keep it broad. Is it a healthy relationship? Is the way that you talk to someone healthy, or is it abusive? Or is someone talking to you in an abusive manner? Get it? Right? Because someone is doing something that they are obviously, let me just put this in quotations, they can't help. But is it fair to you? So here with the leap of faith, it literally says deep down inside, you know what you need to do. You know what you want to do, but are you about it? Basically. Are you about it enough to say, I'm about to go in a different direction? I'm about to leave this job. I'm gonna stop dealing with this person. That's basically what it's saying, right? Taking a leap of faith in a new direction. Magic here only talks about manifestations. It's saying that you're going to be able to reach your goals. It says that there's going to be sudden blessings that are going to come into your life. That's literally what it says. Sudden blessings coming into your life. It says also make sure you protect your space and your environment and your energy, that type of thing. That type of stuff is here. But it also says that someone could be, and this was actually a good thing. It says that someone in your energy could be having good thoughts about you. Now I want to make sure I keep that. Let me put this to the side. I want to make sure I keep that. I'm going to make sure I keep that because someone could be having good thoughts about you. Okay, and I feel like that may, especially with this communication card, I feel like that's going to be important in the future. I mean, in the reading. Now, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get into the repeat. We're going to get into the repeat. Let's see what comes out here for Taurus. Now, whatever cards fall, that's what we're going to look at it in that way. Okay, we always do upright, but if it's in reverse, we're saying that that's problematic. That's the problem that we're spotting in this reading. That came in the upright. The 9 of Cups came though out in the reverse. Just by looking at this in general, This is hella disappointment. You know how, like, sometimes you think that something is going to work and it doesn't? They literally said it. Work, Three of Pentacles, but doesn't. Nine of Cups in reverse, a wish unfulfilled, right? This is hitting the repeat card. You run the risk of repeating the same story. Now, why is that coming out? Let's say you're dating. We're going to get to work in a minute. Let's say you're dating. You know you don't want to experience what you've experienced with Tim, Susie, Joe, and Mo. Right? But you see the same behavior patterns with this person that's around. And we want to make sure you don't do what you've always done with Tim, Sue, Susie, and Mo, right? We want to make sure that this time you actually see it and you do something about it and walk away from it. Because just based on this feels like you have not, oh, it literally says it here. Set boundaries, speak up for yourself, and do things differently. Because otherwise you're going to end up getting the same result. This is the reason why you haven't been happy here with the Nine of Cups. It says you're not getting your wish fulfillment here. How long have you been staying in relationships that you know isn't working? How long have you stayed in jobs where you know for a fact there is no growth there? You have all these high expectations for something to happen, and guess what happens? You put in your application for promotion. You tell the boss that you want to raise, and what do they deny? Nine of Cups talks about denying. This will say, hey, you're going to have to do something differently. Just do it differently. And then you'll start seeing something here. That's when you're going to really see the magic. Okay? And I actually kind of feel that some of you guys are bored with where you're working. Because remember, repeat in the Three of Pentacles, this feels like you guys are just getting up and it's just this monotony. It's just wow. It's just overwhelming. Nine of Cups is like, this used to be nice, but baby, this ain't it no more. Okay? This is not what I'm wanting. The same thing over and over again. Even if you're making some kind of money, there's a sense of unhappiness there. And it could be because of, coworkers, right? Yeah, it could be because of coworkers. But I just feel like there is something that you want to do differently. And a lot of you are going to be doing something differently as far as work. You may not know it right now, though. You may not know it. I also feel like for some of you, this has something to do with your siblings. I feel like it has something to do with your siblings. You're like the outcast, too. Just based on this card, you're kind of like the outcast. Okay? Like you feel like your family is against you, or you feel like your family have been against you just based off of what I'm saying. And someone refuses to change in a family, or a few people refuses to change. This is the reason why y'all not going to family, family reunions. You're like, they're not changing your ass. And you feel very isolated just based off of what I'm saying. And you want to know what that means? You're not going to be able to be a people pleaser with this. Because this is like talking to a brick wall. You're hitting your head over and over again, trying to get someone to understand something in your family. And they're never going to see it your way. It's not meant for them in this lifetime. So you have to do what's going to work for you. Call them every now and then. Call them during holidays. Check up on them. That's fine. But remember, the Nine of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. It's like you're not going to get your wish out of this particular situation with your family. Easier said than done, but you will regain balance. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's get the balance energy. Let's actually get that. Let's see what's coming out here. This is for Taurus. Speaking of balance, you even had it twice. You had it with the Temperance card. Hello. Oh my gosh. Harmony being brought back into your life. I love it. I love it. Whatever you're doing, whatever situation that has just been like you've been in a loop, right? There's something new here. We even know it here with the leap of faith. Man, there's definitely something new. There's definitely something new. You're making a decision to. We're going to read that in a minute, but you're making a decision. You have to have this change. You need harmony in your life, even if it's just making something right with someone. Because remember, the Temperance card could be in some way like a reconciliation, bringing back harmony with someone in your family, right? It just kind of feels like that to me. You even had the Lovers again at the bottom of the deck, y'all. I don't want to say that this is only lovers, but damn, this really do kind of feel like this has something to do with somebody that y'all are dealing with or will be. Like you're leaving someone else and will be, because like we're looking at this and we're looking at lovers. This is a connection that's going to be legit just based on this card alone. All right, this sucker got to go. Bye-bye. Why? Because you can't stop doing what you're doing. No matter how many times you try to work on this, you're not going to change. There's nothing about this person that's going to change. So what do? You throw your hands up. You're like, oh, F it. Okay, that ain't going to work. Run the risk of what? Settling. Setting yourself up for failure. Setting yourself up for disappointment because you know damn well that this person ain't going to be trying to work on nothing. They'll tell you that. You guys obviously had conversations. I can see it. Oh, honey, I don't really like this like that. I'm not really liking the fact that you treat me like this, or you said this, and you keep doing this, or you're being inconsiderate. You done said all of that until you blew in the face. And the person still ain't changed because they're still repeating the same thing over and over again. And then what do? In order for you to find balance, it says what? You make a decision. Because there's no other way to look at this. Balance is being restored. You have self-master. Self-mastery means what? Not being provoked and not letting your emotions run you. Oh, I love him. Oh, I love her. I must pick up the phone. Oh, my family member said X, Y, and Z. Oh, I have to tell that mofo how I feel. Because when you have tempered, basically what it's saying is that it don't matter what you do, you ain't going to get me out of character. Temperance card is basically saying that. No matter what you say here with the communication card, you ain't going to get me out of character. I'm the one that's having control of this dial. I'm going to know when it's time for me to get hot or for me to cool down. You see how you are self-mastering here? Using your own personal power, not allowing anyone to manipulate you in no direction. Someone intentionally trying to frustrate you so you can't think straight. This is basically what it's saying. And you're like, I don't think so. Ma, I love you, but gotta go. Sis, you cool, but I'm gonna leave the situation. You've been good, you've been cool or whatever, or you may not say that. You may be like, you've been ass your whole life, but I'm not about to be sitting here and have y'all talking crazy. I'm going to exit myself from this situation. You are in control. I'm not saying this. This is what this is saying. It is literally saying you harnessed a level of self-mastery after finding your own power through what? Your struggle. I'm not struggling with you anymore. I refuse to have struggle love with your mother with your siblings, with your father, with whoever you're refusing. And now you're out here just like a little, like a fairy. Ha, ha, like a fairy. Get the hell up out of here. These people are out here intentionally. Like I said before, this is just something that I see just based on what's here. You're not going to be able to ever regain control over your life when you're constantly worried about somebody else and it keep putting you in secular patterns over and over again. And here you're like, no more. Let's get this leap of faith. Let's see what's coming out here. This is for Taurus. She was a fairy. This is so funny because that looks like a fairy, right? I mean, I'm telling you, like, you guys are like happy as hell in that picture. You're like, I'm finding life again. I can go out. I can be free. I'm having fun. You are being protected from something. You are being protected from something. You have people around you who are jealous of you. Neighbors, sisters in particular, siblings rather, neighbors or siblings. Not saying it can't be other family, but there's definitely people who are jealous of you. You know how people can see the potential in you and they do everything in their power to try to bring you down? You guys are an engineer of manifestation. I want to call you the engineer. That's going to be your new name. Taurus, the engineer. Because when I look at this magician card, it literally says what? You are able to do what? Bring blessings into your own life. Now, I just told Sagittarius has a life's work when it comes down to spirituality. For you, you're just like, I'm going to be praying. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be getting my crystals. I'm going to be doing this. But you are doing it in a way where you are using the tools. You are the engineer. And a lot of what you're doing right now has something to do with your faith, what you believe. And so here it is. You got the Queen of Wands, you got the Eight of Swords hitting the leap of faith. Now, why is that here? I'm going to read the leap of faith again. It says, what deep down inside, you know the key to creating your life is what? On the other side of what you are afraid of. Magician or magic has everything to do with voila. It's here. It appeared out of thin air. Remember, we're talking about suddenly. Something that's happening. But see, you're so caught up and twisted up all in your own head because of things. Scaring that you're going to be failing. If you get that job, it is going to be too hard for you. Oh my God. You don't went to school. You don't, and this is what I said, master. You've already a master. You got your masters in it, right? You've had plenty of opportunities to display your skill. And now all of a sudden this is just like a doctor, they're gonna put you on the floor, a nurse, they're gonna put you on the floor, and you're like, oh my God, I don't think I'm gonna do it. You're just crippled by fear. All in your head. Can't go to sleep at night, stand up at night. Oh my God, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. And it's like it's right in front of you, like you're doing it. What are you talking about? This is why the Queen of Wands is here. The Queen of Wands talks about confidence. Because if you don't do it, somebody else won't do it. Because there's always someone waiting for you to be fearful enough for you to back out, back down so they can steal your spot. That's what this is basically telling me. Like, oh, okay. If you don't do it, that's okay. Somebody else will steal it. A man or a woman, and I would say, I'm just using this as just gender roles, right? Oh, I think this person is beautiful. I think this person is absolutely beautiful. And the friends are like, just go ahead and talk to her. Just talk to her. Just talk to him. talk to him, just say something, have a friendly conversation. And you're just pondering like, oh no, I don't know, just scared as hell. I don't know if I should do that. I don't know if I should do that. And while you're sitting there debating, someone walks right up to that person that you want, and all you hear while your head is down is, hi, how are you? You look over and another person is in this person's face and he's smiling. That's just an example. He or she, a dude is now in your person's face because you couldn't get out of your own head and just go ahead and say, let me just talk to this person. Let me just go ahead and talk to them. I'm just using it as an example, right? Same thing with work and career. You never know until you try. I do see that someone here wants to talk to you, though. I'm talking about someone that you know. Someone here wants to talk to you, and they will. They are going to tell you how they feel. They are going to be letting you know what happened, right? Because there was a miscommunication. They're going to let you know, like, where they've been and how much they miss you. For a few of you, they're going to let you know that. And they are the ones truly, for some of them, they're the ones that has these butterflies in their stomach, too afraid to call because they're afraid that they're going to get rejected again. Or that because you guys have had so many ups and downs that you're going to tell them no. I do see them here. I do see someone here that can't stop thinking about you. And at this point, they're going to be like, I don't have anything else to lose. I'm just going to go ahead and call Taurus. I don't have nothing else to lose. I'm just going to go ahead and call anyway. Boom, calling, communication. Let's get to it. I just told you what they were thinking before they did it. I have nothing else to lose. Let me go ahead and call Taurus anyway. Tell them how I'm feeling. Communication, please, for Taurus. Communication. King of Cups. The World card. Ooh, somebody wants your attention, baby. Man, that was obvious. Oh, this person wants your attention, baby. Isn't this the World card? Isn't this the same thing as repeat? Here comes someone coming back up in here. What are they doing? All right. They could be long distance too, or it's been a while, right? We're about distancing. Remember, tempted. I'm not saying that the person coming back in here hasn't changed. Remember, I'm only saying okay. They could have changed. And now there is something that's balanced and fair. Or they couldn't change. And you found something that was fair and balanced. Now this person is trying to come back in here, and now you done moved on. Which one is it going to be? In your life, you're going to see. You're going to know what this means for you. Because it does look like somebody wants to come back up in here. Especially if you're dealing with a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's what it looked like to me. I got a Gemini here. I got a Sag here. Definitely got a Sag. You got Sag in your chart. Or there's a heavy Sag in your reading. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Gemini is coming out huge here too. There is some far distance communication that's coming in here from you for somebody. I am going to start channeling now. And I want to tell you what I see. Some of you are dealing with someone who is in the Marines or Army or Navy. I do see that you guys will, I think I just saw this for Sagittarius. Now here it is again. It's showing up in his reading. I do feel like you guys are going to have traveling complications. I think I said it a little bit different with them, but I see some traveling complications. Not saying that you won't get to your destination, but I do see some type of delay. Okay. But I do see traveling complications here. I do see that there is going to be some type of disruption in communication. Now, I'm not talking about communication as far as you not talking to someone. I feel like there's some type of maybe outage or something like that. It could be maybe some type of outage because this is a dark here and here, and then this looks like a disruption here. I do see that you guys are going to be at some type of event, party, some type of party or event, because I see a lot of people around, standing around the table. I see people getting a little tipsy. You see some people getting some tipsy, y'all. I'll give them to you. I see cards, people playing cards and all of that. I do see it. And some of you guys are trying to make a decision if you want to go to this party or not. I don't know, who's been invited, but I do see you going, or you're trying to make a decision if you want to go, or part of that is going to be communication about, hey, there's going to be a party going, do you want to go? Okay, I definitely see a party. I see some reconstruction in someone's house or home, or there will be some type of reconstruction in someone's house or home. I feel like for a few of you, part of the invitation, though, is going to be going out to a very fancy restaurant. Now, when I say fancy, I'm not meaning something that costs $200. I'm saying something that the bill literally could be like $1,500. I mean, that kind of fancy. Someone is going to be inviting you to that kind of event or that dinner party, maybe. Maybe it could be a dinner party, but this kind of feels like this could be also one-on-one too, like a romantic partner. Someone's favorite color is purple. And your person knows that, or someone knows that, and they're going to gift you something purple. Now, I don't know if this is a purple scarf. I don't know if this is a purple shoe, or if it's a coat or a jacket or something. But I do see that someone is going to give you something purple. There it is again with some type of event. Y'all are definitely going to be going to some type of party, big time. If you are in the area where there is flooding or possible flooding, that could be a problem for you. Okay, I don't know what area that can be, but I definitely see that there's going to be someone here that is a Taurus that's going to have problems or issues with flooding in their town. I also see that for some of you guys, you're going to have to park your car somewhere differently, it looks like. Now, I don't know if something falls on the car, because it looks like, I don't know. I don't know if something falls on the car or it's something dealing with a car. I'm trying to figure out what am I looking at. I don't know what this looks like. I don't know if this is a nail. Oh, maybe it's like you drive off and then it's a nail in the tire. Okay, it's nothing bad, but it just kind of feels like you guys are going to have to deal with a nail in the tire. Okay, that's just something that I see. Please be careful with driving fast, y'all, because I understand y'all may be a little pissy about something, but don't be getting in the car, blasting music, and you just speeding. I don't see nothing crazy happening, but I'm just saying, just be careful about that. Okay. I keep seeing flooding. It's just something I keep seeing. I see that some of you guys are going to be traveling somewhere that's foreign. This is distant travel. I know I mentioned it earlier. Distant travel where I see, I don't know if this is candles outside the patio. I don't know if it's candles or lights, but I see like a whole bunch of lights outside, or it's like along the balcony way. right? Very romantic, very romantic. It feels like an island. It looks like it could be mostly on an island. Okay, it looks like it'd be on an island somewhere. Some of you guys are trying to finish a book, or you guys are needing to prepare some papers, some important papers for court. You are being told that you need to complete that, okay? Because you only got a certain amount of time according to this card. That means hurry up. Hurry up. Okay, that's what I see. I definitely see that you guys are going to be, some of you guys are going to be going on a cruise this year, or there is a cruise here that you will be going on. And I see a double date here. Oh, I see a lot of dating. Oh, some of you guys are going to be dating someone of extreme importance. I see someone who's going to be dating someone of foreign, meaning they're going to be a different race, different ethnicity. I don't know why I'm seeing Arabic. Don't know why, but that's what I see. Or they look Arabic. They could be Spanish, but they look more Arabic. That's one person that I'm seeing. And then the other person that I'm seeing literally could be anything. It could be any race based on the person that I'm looking at. Okay. They brown looking, but anybody could be brown, right? Just by the looks of this, it looks a little bit more browner. But again, I'm seeing someone who I see a foreign person. Okay. Then maybe that's again another reason why you're traveling overseas. This is what I have for you here, Sagittarius. I have to cut it short a little bit because my battery is about to run out. But I'm sorry, Taurus. Taurus, my bad. This is what I have for you here, Taurus. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. There's definitely a Sag here. I said it earlier. There's like double Sag all over the place, and I actually said Sag. But thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you guys are interested in a reading, all the information is down below in the description box. I will most likely see you guys back here again on Sunday, maybe even twice in the morning and at night. All right, love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.